Hey, how's it going guys? ZDEyE here. I wanted to share my thoughts on the trial of the Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. And at first, when I've seen the trailer coming from the Square Enix show E3 2021, you perhaps already may have seen my video from yesterday. And I've said that, I was quite disappointed what I've seen, the trailer, like what's even happening in here, and just plenty of times whenever this character just keeps saying chaos, 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 it could get irritating. And a lot of people also, well, at least not everyone, but few people said like, well, has nothing to do with like Dark Souls-esque and stuff like that. So initially I was quite disappointed to hear this because I was looking for a Dark Souls experience. And I'm very happy to say that I was pleasantly surprised with this game. Seriously, I've had the trial with me for like about 2 to 3 hours. I've already experienced everything that it has to offer too. And I've gotta say, it is quite addicting. Now, if I would have to give a good comparison, this is definitely just like Code Vein. It really is. Everything, down to aesthetic, down to abilities and the partners and stuff like that. Yes, everything I can definitely say is so down to Code Vein. And if you guys don't know what Code Vein is really about, it's also an anime, sort of the Dark Souls-esque aesthetic, and also, the availability of you actually experiencing this game. And this is no different. Now, again, this is not an anime type. Well, it is very close to Final Fantasy with the aesthetic, the beauty, and also implemented of Dark Souls uniqueness. And obviously, if we're talking about Dark Souls, it has a lot of similarities to Nioh, because if you guys did not know, it's been developed by Team Ninja. Team Ninja are known for creating Nioh, Nioh 2, and the remasters of them too. And I love Nioh games. And I've got a Platinum Trophy, got a Platinum Trophy for Code Vein. This is definitely going to be my next Platinum Trophy. I cannot wait for this game now. Seriously. At first, initially, I was looking forward to this without knowing anything about it. After seeing the trailer, I was actually disappointed. But now, when actually experiencing the game, the trial version anyway, I was seriously pleasantly surprised. And I'm actually very much looking forward to this game. And mind you, I gotta clear a few things up. If you have been complaining about the character that looks like a goofball, right, the way he was dressed, don't mind about that, guys. Do not worry, because in all reality, he actually will look a lot better. And there's always these different equipment, components, armors, and variety of that as well. Weapons to abilities. You can change everything to everything. Like seriously, your character can look like a badass, or you can, if you want, you can just leave him as he is. And I gotta say, man, there's so much variety of combat styles that you can do. You can be a mage, you can be a lancer, you can be a heavy sword wielder, right? And there's many more. There's also so many cool aesthetics, different kind of enemy varieties. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see too many of them, but there are varieties in terms of how difficult and how unique they can be. So they're never really boring. That's the interesting part. Now, I don't know what to say about the difficulty. Like, I played this whole thing on normal difficulty. There is easy, normal, and hard. I played it on normal, like I said. So I can't say if hard is really hard or not. On normal, I had some issues of actually getting through some of the more so many groups of enemies. I had some issues with that, but still I got through it. The boss also that you get to face in this trial, he was a little bit tougher as a cookie, and I played it on normal difficulty. I got through him as well. That was plenty of fun. Man, this game really reminds me of Code Vein for real, and I am really looking forward to this. By the way, if you have a question like, does this remind me of Nioh? Yes, 100% it definitely does. A lot of things actually goes towards the Dark Souls series as well, and the way the map is orientated, you can go through different paths and actually figure out what is the best way to go through these little bit puzzles and elements and stuff like that. This really reminds me of Code Vein, seriously, the closest thing I can actually say, and I'm very happy with this. Now, in terms of the story, obviously this is a trial. I can't say much about the story, how well is it done, is it well developed. Because it's a trial, it feels like we just been brought into the world, and you kind of have to figure out your way through this game and just experience it for yourself. But it seems like the conversations and the interactions a little bit more refined compared to Code Vein. I may be wrong about that, but again, we have to wait and see for the full release of the game. And you know what? I have to say this one thing. I'm actually quite surprised how polished this game is. Like, At first, when I found out that the game could not even be booted because there was a corruption save data, and for past day or two, the game was not possible to be booted up. Now, when I finally got a chance to play it, other than that problem, I didn't really notice too many other issues. Now, again, yes, there are a few gripes I have with the game though. I don't really like the way the color scheme in this game. I want the game to be a little bit more brighter. No, yes, I understand you can just go into settings and brighten whole thing up. I'm talking about in terms of the colors. I want the developers to actually make more colors and more refined and more vibrant. I'm not saying cartoony style, but I'm talking about at least brighten the damn place up. Now, perhaps maybe they were purposely going with this sort of aesthetic, because if you guys do not know, Neo is also in a similar vein of with colors. Neo was never truly like refined with brightened and vibrant kind of colors and, you know, differences, of course. If you played it, of course. But this game is a lot less of that, and it's a lot more darker, and I feel like they need to brighten up a few things, but again, that's just my opinion. Now, your characters that you play as, anyway, you play as Jack. You have friends beside you as well, they help you out on the combat. I noticed that they don't actually get you back up when you die, right? So basically you go to these lanterns, right? You unlock them. It's just like Dark Souls, it's just like Code Vein basically. There's checkpoints that you can go through, get to those lanterns, you unlock them. Whenever you die, you're going to be spawned on that area and that spot. This game has a lot of status, right? You have to pay attention what you want to equip and what kind of levels they are, and also what kind of weaponries. Every weapon, every equipment that you can change, actually they're fixed to this specific class. You have 2 different classes, at least what I experienced in trial. I may not be surprised if there's going to be more, but what you can equip is up to 2 classes, but there are far more varieties of classes that you can, you know, have. For that, of course, you'll need to unlock and find and go through the skills. Yes, there are skills, you can unlock them too by playing through the game, earning yourself an XP and stuff like that, by defeating the enemies and you know, of course, the opponents. Man, you may not have, I don't know if I have cleared myself up already, but I'm very much looking forward to this game, seriously. Like, I'm very surprised and I'm very happy with this game, and because if it's more or less the same as Code Vein, you know, I'm gonna be on board already, and man, it is going to be a pleasant time for me to be re-experiencing more or less of a Code Vein, that hopeful sequel that it still will get. Hopefully it'll get it. Kind of doubted at this point, but this is definitely will fill that gap for me, and man, I cannot wait to experience this game. It will be coming in 2022. That's the surprising part, that they're already able to show off the trial, and actually you experiencing the game, other than of course booting up the game had some issues, but after this it got resolved. You can actually finally experience the whole thing. Now again, a few glitches and, you know, stuff like that, I didn't really experience those. A lot of people may though, so please don't quote me on those things, of course. 2022 cannot come sooner, at least for not just this game, but there's a few other games I'm looking forward to. Elden Ring is an example, coming in January, unless of course it may get delayed, we don't know. But man, I'm very happy with this game, and I'm definitely looking forward to it now. Anyway guys, don't look at the trailer just to give you an understanding what the game is trying to go with. Just don't bother with the trailer. It just did disservice for this game, seriously. But if you experience it for yourself, you may end up liking it. I obviously don't know, but if you like Code Vein, if you like the premise of it, or you like perhaps Dark Souls-esque experience, by the way guys, this is more closer to Dark Souls than Final Fantasy, so be sure to expect that. If you're a big fan of Final Fantasy games but not Dark Souls, I don't think it will be up to your alley. I seriously don't think so. But again, please do give it a shot, try it out. It's only available till 24th of June, so you don't have too much time to experience it. Well, a couple more weeks, well, a couple more days I should say now, not like weeks, but you have more than a week to go to experience this game. It's only like, well, 11 to 13 gigabytes anyway, but you have to have a PlayStation 5 for you to actually download the game. As to my knowledge, that's only a platform that it is available on. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. See you guys all later. Have a wonderful day, and as always, have a good one.